Hey, my name's Trip. I appreciate you jumping on here and watching this video. What I do, in case you've never come across one of my videos, is I help brewers, a great beer, market their way to success. And I do that by sharing all sorts of knowledge and experience I've had as far as working in your industry, as well as owning several businesses of my own. And what we're going to be talking about today is a foundation for businesses, something that's going to be incorporated into literally everything you do going forward from a marketing standpoint and beyond that, if you do it and do it right. And the outcome of that is going to be the fact that you're going to draw more customers. Customers are going to spend more money with you, and it's going to be easier for you to grow your business. Sounds like a pretty good plan, and I'm not over promising because what I'm sharing with you is a tried and true process. What I'm sharing with you is something that's used not just amongst breweries, but businesses, all sorts of different types and industries. And what I'm sharing with you today is something you can put into your business. You can establish it relatively quickly. And like I said, it's going to have massive impact. So before we dive into things, what I'm sharing with you is important. And I don't want you to sit here and need to feel like you've got to take a bunch of notes. So do this right now. Send it down in the comments. And what I'll do is I'm got a whole playbook for 2025. Because listen, if you're just coming across this video, I'm making this in December 2024. And what I'm doing is I'm looking ahead. And this is one of the things you really do need to put into your business to make 2025 a success. But it's not the only thing. So do that right now. Send it in the comments. I'll make sure you get this. And now let's dive into what I'm talking about. And what it really encompasses is setting a foundation. It's your purpose, your vision, and your values. I call this your PVV. And what you're doing when you create your PVV is you're establishing a strong foundation that's going to give your brewery direction and consistency. And that consistency should go from everything to what you're brewing to how the folks who are sitting there drinking your beer think about your business. Now let's talk about the steps and how you put this type of thing into action. Okay, first and foremost, what you're doing with your PVV is you're defining your purpose. You want to create a concise statement. This statement's going to summarize why your brewery exists, the motivation you have behind it, what customers are going to experience when they actually drink your beer. And, now I hope you kind of get a sense. This is kind of huge. So you could have something like your brewery could be, let's say, to connect people through the joy of exceptional craft beer and shared experiences. Kind of just made that up. And the thing to think about that is, no, it's not perfect or great, but even that little simple thing that I threw together in 2 seconds time really has some power. You can draw some key concepts from that. You can see that I'm making a commitment to making exceptional craft beer. The other thing I'm doing is I'm offering folks a way to share this and enjoy this great beer with others, creating experiences. So what I'm doing, I think you're going to see, is I'm asking you to establish your core values. I want you to identify 3 to 5 principles that guide all of your decisions and all your actions. Start by thinking about, why did I even start doing this, to where you are now, and then the third thing, where it is you want to get to. So some examples could be quality above all. If that's part of your PVV, you're using premium ingredients. You're using only the best methods to brew your beer. Another element could be community centric. This means and tells people that you support local initiatives and local causes, that you're tied to your community. It's not just where your business happens to be sitting. Another example of a core value could be environmentally responsible, your sustainable practices, and you've incorporated those at every level of your business. So the first thing you really do need to do is sit down, spend some time, and come up with 3 to 5. Maybe start with 5 or 10 and then whittle them down. The amount of time that you're going to spend creating and establishing your core values, this will pay off 1,000-fold. So don't look at this and don't rush through this, and it's not something that you're wasting time with. Now let's take a look at some businesses that incorporate this. And I'm going to share with you some breweries that do it. But before we do that, I want to look at businesses that specifically are not breweries, because I think it's important for you to recognize that folks who drink great craft beer also buy groceries, buy shoes, buy tires. So this notion of thinking that your customer base is somewhat unique and super special, yes, they're special people, but they buy and interact with the rest of the world. So this notion of looking at how other businesses and other industries draw your clients in is a valuable thing to put into your marketing mindset, because you're going to learn and discover new ways to bring those people into your business. The first business I want to look at is Tom's Shoes. They have a 1-for-1 model. What they do is they donate a pair of shoes to children in need for every pair that's bought. It's a fantastic a core value. They have a commitment to social responsibility, and it's boosted their image for their brand and sales. The company business model is described as expressly built for purpose maximization. They want to maximize the purpose of their business, which is putting shoes on people's feet. So consumers who are customers of Tom's don't just purchase shoes, but they're purchasing and supporting an idea of helping others. Could this be something you might be able to fix and fit into your business? Now let's look at Chobani yogurt. Chobani emphasized social impact alongside their business growth. In a recent campaign, the company donated all profits from a limited edition yogurt to a food bank. They provided 6 meals for every yogurt tub that was bought. This program resulted in over 600,000 meals donated. And what it did, it strengthened Chobani as a business that cares about the community at large. And this resonated with their customer base. It helps folks who now are loyal Chobani customers. They understand that they're part of something bigger, and that by being a customer of this brand, Chobani, they're helping the community at large. Third company I want to look at is Patagonia. You probably are familiar with them. Patagonia is renowned for being environmentally active, and they have a commitment to sustainability and our environment as a whole. The company's mission statement, which is "We're in business to save our home planet," is beautiful and spot on. I love the idea of them putting home in there, because they don't just say, save our planet, save our home planet. I mean, home is something that's all special to us. My home, I love my home. I work from it. This is my home. It's where you're most comfortable. It's where you lay your head every day. It's where you gather with your family. And that's tied into that mission statement. That's not just happenstance that the word home is in there. It's thoughtfully put in there because they view the planet as our home, and they take care of it as if it is their home. This mindset's baked into everything that they do. They have this strong sense of purpose to supporting the planet, and the consumers who buy from Patagonia know that they're not just getting a great outdoor apparel product, but what they're also getting and doing is helping the community and the planet at large. And the customer base, this resonates with them, and they have an extremely loyal following. I hope you're starting to get a sense of the power of putting the PVV into your business, and of course getting it right, because it can resonate and it's going to dictate every single thing you do going forward. Now let's take a look at some breweries doing that. First one I want to look at is Athletic Brewing. This is a relatively new company. You forget about it because it's gotten so big, but they were founded in 2017 as a company specializing in non-alcoholic craft brews. Their aim was to provide a healthier alternative without compromising taste. That's their PVV, and it resonates and carries through everything they do. This clear message resonates also with folks who are health conscious, and that's where their consumer base is, and that's been the fuel for their growth. The company now is among the 10 largest craft breweries in the U.S., and they've generated 90 million in revenue, and they hold a 19% share of the U.S. non-alcoholic beer market. Next brewery I want to look at is Bad Martha Farms. Their motto, get bad, do good. Short and sweet and to the point. They focus on crafting excellent beers while supporting their community. They donate the first portion of their profits to hunger relief charities, and they only source ingredients from local farms. This commitment, this level of social responsibility, it's enhanced and helped their brand image grow, and it's fostered a ton of customer loyalty, and it's helped this brewery grow and thrive. Next thing I want to look at is the Ontario Craft Brewers, OCB. This is a collective group of small independent brewers in Ontario, Canada. And what they're promoting is traditional brewing methods using local ingredients. Their PVV shows a commitment to quality and community engagement, and it's helped elevate the profiles of everybody, every brewer in this collective, and it's contributed to a growing and thriving craft beer market in Ontario. These are 3 examples. And now I got a question for you. You're starting to see how a PVV can really help you establish who you are to yourself as well as your customers? I want you to make it a goal over the next couple of days to establish your PVV, and then let's start sharing it and seeing what it can do for you. A vision's no good unless you communicate it. So you want to share your long-term aspirations. Let's say part of your PVV is to become the go-to craft brewery in your town by 2030. Share this with staff, partners, customers. Get an idea of what people think. Ask folks who are your customers. You've got some good, loyal customers. If you're sitting in your tap room, ask if you can buy somebody a beer. Sit down with them. Ask them questions like, why do you like my beer? What is it about my beer that you enjoy? Why do I see you here almost every Friday night? And get a sense of what's drawing them to you, because there's other folks that are feeling the same way they do. And here's the other thing. They're going to help you better see the reasons behind what you do from the beginning, when this was just a dream, to what you're doing this morning. And it'll help you create a PVV that's both accurate and a PVV that resonates with your existing customer base and will help you grow that base. Once you've got your PVV established, you want to use this in anything and everything that you do. I mean, whether it's employee onboarding, you should have a training session with your existing employees so they get a sense of what this is. They should have given you some feedback so you make sure you get this right and spot on. You want to display this prominently. These are your values, your beliefs, your core. They're from a business standpoint who you are. So it should be prominently seen everywhere, from in-store promotions where your product's being sold to tap room. When you have signage, it should be a part of your signage. It needs to be on packaging. It needs to be on your website, in your social media posts. It needs to be everywhere. And when you've done it properly, when you've made a commitment to it and you've got the PVV right, you know what happens? It begins to resonate with everybody. Your employees will naturally know what that is. Your customers will be able to almost communicate it back to you because everybody gets it. Everybody understands what it is. Now, this is a valuable exercise, and it's something that I'm going to ask you right now to put the time into, because the time you're putting into your PVV established is going to do a couple of important things. It's going to help establish establish you as a business. And it's going to help you in everything you do from a marketing standpoint going forward. So whether it's creating posts like we talked about, ads, what you're doing with productions, everything from your can and bottle artwork to how you decorate a tap room, it's all tied into your PVV. And by having it established and having everybody, starting with you, committed to it, it's going to make all those efforts to create those things much faster. So the time you're going to spend right now, because I'm going to ask you to start today, is going to pay off down the road, because your social media posts are going to be much easier for you to create. If you've got someone who does maybe some social media work for you, when they understand what this is, their posts are going to get 10 times, 50 times, maybe 100 times better, because the messaging is clear for them. They have a focus, and they'll be able to create parts around your PVV to really draw new customers into your business and better connect with your existing customer. So this is something you've got to pack into your business. So I hope you got a good sense now of what a PVV is, and more importantly, the power it can have in your business. So do make a commitment today to put this to work in your business, and let's get that started. And the other thing, remember, we talked about, if you've not yet done so, put send it down in the comments. I want to get you a PDF with this playbook idea I have for 2025, because marketing is going to be the key to your brewery's success in 2025. And let me help you do that with these regular daily videos I make, as well as some of the handouts I'm creating for you. So do grab that right now by putting send it in the comments. Did I mention I'm giving it to you for free? It's a pretty good deal for you. But listen, until my next video, cheers. Here's to your success.